Did you know that more people have become millionaires in the past year than ever before? On average, a new millionaire is created every 60 seconds. While on the other side of the coin, food stamps and government assistance is at an all-time high. For example, in California's Silicon Valley, people are becoming millionaires at record-setting levels, while a record number of the residents are slipping into poverty and homelessness. The gap between the rich and the poor has never been larger, and it's growing more and more every day. Now, I don't want to get political, but while the politicians are spending all their time talking about the problem, we're actually doing something about it and helping people become millionaires. Want to learn how? Of course you do. And I'm going to show you right here, right.
Hello, and welcome to this life-changing webinar. We don't use those words lightly, and you'll be presented with documented proof before we end today's presentation. Let's meet the presenter. Brian Allen is a veteran of the United States Army, a former bodyguard, and published author. He began his online business endeavors to help pay for his family's overwhelming medical bills. He worked full-time and spent his off hours learning this craft. After many failures, he finally figured things out. Here are some video grabs from just some of his financial accounts. For many years, he's been creating income on various platforms, from PayPal businesses to teachable courses to recurring income and royalties on Amazon. He's done this all while maintaining an A+ rating on the Better Business Bureau with no consumer complaints for many years. For anyone wanting to learn how to earn income online, Brian is a phenomenal mentor and resource. And now, I'll turn things over to Brian.
All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the webinar. We are going to rock and roll. Do me a favor and put a V in the chat box if you can hear me okay. V for volume. All right, cool. We're going to go ahead and rock and roll. My name is Brian Allen, if we haven't met before or worked on a Zoom meeting together. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you can see the slideshow and you don't have to stare at this mug for the rest of the presentation. All right, let's get started. The webinar this evening is called How to Create a Stable Online Income. And we're using a system that we've called the 3 Pillars of Wealth. And it was very important when we were putting this together because we had to create something that worked in a pandemic situation, right? The quarantines, the lockdowns, that was a little bit new to a lot of us over the past couple of years. Or we wanted something that would work if someone became disabled or was sick, severely sick, and they were homebound. So that is what we were trying to do. And we wanted to make it so clear that we could have someone sit down in front of us and say, hey, I'm going to show you how you'll be able to get started making big commissions, 5-figure commissions, very fast and extremely easy when you compare it to any other career out there, any other business or sales position. So what do we do? What was our proposed solution for such an idea? First of all, we had to stick with commissioned sales. That is the highest paid industry when you're looking at careers. Next, we wanted to have recurring income. We really like the way the insurance industry pays their agents. I mean, think about it. Your auto insurance guy, you met with him once, maybe, or you talked to him on a video chat, maybe you just bought it online. But once they made that sale, they get paid every month for as long as you have insurance. We love that thought process. So what we did want to do is diversify our income sources. And that would allow us to minimize the financial risk or loss that we have in business. Home business is just like any other business. Sometimes things work, sometimes they don't. So we have to look at the hard facts and say, how can we minimize the chances of our income dropping below that 5-figure level? Think about it. Over the past 20 to 40 years, there's actually been some great home business opportunities. You look at Mary Kay, Avon, Amway, Melaleuca, Yoli, look at Herbalife, okay? A lot of great companies, but then there are some that shot up real quick and then they went out of business. So that's a risk that I have as a home-based business person. I might join a company and it can go out of business. So we looked at all those companies and started to put together some data that showed us why that happened. Then we looked at companies that stick around, but where people lose out. And this is where they can have their commissions hijacked from them by the company because the person broke a rule. Either they advertised wrong, made promises they couldn't keep, violated one of the policies as far as competing entities, who knows? But what we learned that is when we joined a home-based business opportunity, whether it's multi-level marketing, network marketing, direct sales, consumer direct marketing, whether it's a Pampered Chef, it might be Herbalife, it might be anything. What we are really is we are commissioned salespeople when we work with one company. And I know some people say it's your own business, you can will the income or the wealth to a family member if you die. Yeah, that's great, but a company can wiggle out of it just via the agreements that we all sign when we join up. So we want to create a business system that has commission sales, has recurring income, comes with diversified income sources, and minimizes all these bad things from happening to us. So here's what we did for our long-term income strategy. We wanted to look for one main pillar, one company that's going to be the foundation of everything we do. It had to be a service-based industry because we don't want to have products. We don't want to have product parties. Some of the really successful companies that I tend to like, actually, whether it's Mary Kay, Pampered Chef, Herbalife, some of the other nutritional products out there, I really do like the products. But as a business owner, I just don't enjoy it. I don't want to have products in my garage. I don't want to remind people to buy their products. So it has to be service-based. So we found that. Had to be really good commissions on those sales and something that has recurring income. Now remember, sales are made. Hey, that's my dog barking. You're welcome. Sales are made by talking or typing. I don't care if you're selling a yacht, car insurance, an automobile, or a home business opportunity. This is the way things work. Sales are made by talking or typing. Now, if you are great at talking, you feel super comfortable with it, you're always the one who tends to make those connections sooner than later. You like to persuade people to move from point A to point B. All you would have to do is join the first company we're going to bring up in a little bit. Go talk to people, and that would be great. But this really isn't about just you. It's about your team that you recruit. As I said earlier, we need to make something that is an online income business that works, whether we're in a quarantine situation or if we become homebound, sick, or disabled. So the way we did that was we brought in these two items right here. We have our main company. We wanted to deal with an automation pillar or a company that does a lot of the legwork for us. So once we show somebody our opportunity, we want the technology, we want the system to sort people out, number one. What do we mean by sort? In other words, you show your widget to somebody, and the system is going to be able to determine whether this person is interested in it or not. Can they afford it or not? If they are interested and they can afford it, we move on to the presentation. Your automated system will do that for you, as you'll see in a little bit. Also, if the person decides they're not comfortable with joining your business or buying your product at the moment, the automated follow-ups will go out. If they do decide they want to rock and roll right now today, it can enroll them. And then after they join your business, you need a system that's online that will train them. And what's great about the online training is that it is standardized. Everybody gets the same thing no matter what. That builds longevity, that builds depth in your organization and a strong foundation of success. Now, there are a lot of companies out there that do that for various entities, but we wanted to work with one that did all that, plus would pay us commission sales in a recurring income manner if we use them. So now we got two streams of income, and we would have that automation pillar anyhow, so why not set it up to where our recruits are getting paid for that? So we did that. Finally, we had a traffic and lead pillar. We've all heard about home businesses in the past with the warm market. And if you've ever had a tough time, maybe you even join the NFL. That is the no friends left league. Okay. That's because we were taught to go about it all the wrong way. We were taught to make a phone call, leave a message, be very vague about why you're calling. Hey, I want to call you. Can we get together? I want your opinion on this. That right there throws up a red flag nowadays. Okay. Hey, I had this idea. I wanted to get your opinion on it. No, you don't. Or when you send somebody a DM and you say, hey, how have you been? But you haven't talked to this person in 20 years. This person knows what's coming up. They're about to get hit with some type of business request, right? So, first of all, we don't do that at all. We are very transparent about what we do. We are clear with our intentions, and we don't chase people. You don't have to with the system that we have. You lay it out there. If somebody wants the message, they can go get it. And if they want to work with you, they can approach you. So that's with your warm market. However, most of your business will come from strangers. And we need traffic and we need leads. We need people who are already interested in the home business industry to look at what we have. That's what this system does. Now, a lot of companies out there will provide leads. You can buy leads. Some are good, most are actually bad. But we wanted a company that gave the highest quality leads and, again, would reward us with commissioned sales on a recurring basis. So we were able to do that as well. Now, this system right here takes money. It's a monthly investment. We have also tried all of those opportunities that said, get started for free. Free home business opportunities or free follow-up systems, free traffic, anything with free in it, if it's not a trial, is not going to, well, I should say, hasn't produced anything for myself or the leaders of what we do. So we wanted to kind of err on the side of caution. For instance, our main company, you can start that business for $20 and get the ball rolling and get into your training. And you can actually stop right there. You don't have to do this automation. Okay. But the reason why I put $100 up there is because there is a $20 option and a $100 option as far as your entry fee. Now, all in all, that's pretty low, $100 entry fee. But I chose the higher one because they have some different benefits and commissions that will come later on. So that made sense to me. So since that's what kind of allowed me to be successful, I wanted to bump it up to a higher level. The second two, automation and traffic, you know what? Those numbers adjust. Okay, so maybe it's 25, maybe it'll be 50 for the automation. Maybe you'll find 100 for the traffic situation. I don't know. But I just want to be transparent about the numbers that it took me to create a successful business. And it wasn't free. It was approximately $275 a month. So when someone's starting this business, I let them know that, even though they might jump on the $20 entry, that's cool, but at least they know the higher amount, and then they can adjust as necessary. But what I had to do is, when I first did this, I didn't actually have the 275, so I kind of had to create it. So where did the money come from? For me, I had to stop my pay-per-views. If anybody knows me, I like mixed martial arts and boxing. Had to stop eating out, cancel some streaming subscriptions, but I made it happen. Okay, and this answer will differ from person to person. So if you commit to yourself and your business and you set aside 275, now you know this number in advance. That's important, because what if I start my business and for the first 30, 60, 90 days, I don't make any money? I need to know what my monthly investment's going to be so that I can prepare the rest of my budget while I am letting my business build up steam and momentum. So once the profit comes in, it's going to pay for the business itself. Now, again, look at these three pillars. You have a main pillar that pays you commission sales on a recurring basis. You have your technology piece, which you would need anyhow, but we're going to be working with a company that will pay us as well. And then a traffic provider, which does way more than just providing traffic, but they will pay us as well. So when we put this system together, if any one of these companies were to go out of business, we could replace it while the other two are still paying us. So it's pretty awesome when you think about it. Look at how everything fits together. I love this, okay? It's like an instant raise on everything that's sold. And what I mean by that is if you were to bring in someone in your business opportunity and just use an in-house follow-up system or traffic system, you're kind of stuck with that situation where you're at the mercy of that one company. And that is something that we didn't want to have happen, okay? The first step someone needs to take is to join Savings Highway Global. It's a phenomenal company. It's been around since 2006. It's an A+ rated company on the Better Business Bureau, and they are phenomenal. So let's take a few minutes to watch this quick intro video from Steve Gresham, our CEO.
Hello there, this is Steve Gresham. Hope you're doing well. I'm the founder of Savings Highway, and I'm so excited that you are here to learn about our compensation plan. This is going to be a very brief overview, and we have other videos that will go more in depth for you and teach you about, the intricacies of the compensation, but it's very simple. It's all about helping people, and I've been doing marketing over 30 years, and I haven't seen anything with these elements together providing an opportunity for the average person like we've created. Because our mission is to help 1 million families get out of debt, become financially abundant, and leave a legacy. There are 4 types of income that you need. One is a job income. That's the income that you might have right now, which is great because you can pay your bills, right? You go to work and then you get paid. The second one is called residual income. And that's an income that usually only wealthy people have. A lot of people, most people don't have residual income. And residual income means that you are going to do the work one time and you get paid month after month, year after year. And that's a great feeling when you can say, I worked and I got paid over and over and over and over. The third part, or the third type, is the duplication income. And that's like a manager or a supervisor or a district manager or a regional manager. They are always getting paid on the efforts of the people that they train and they help to succeed. And so that's called duplication income. That means getting paid on others' efforts, not just your own. Now, how do you deserve to do that? Well, by helping those people to be successful. And so that's what a manager does. You have, in a company, you have a president, you have a supervisor, you have a manager, you have an employee, right? Employees only get paid on that every other week kind of thing. But the managers, the supervisors, they're getting paid on the efforts of other people. So you want, those 3 incomes, and then you want investment income. And once you're making money with us and you're ready, we can help you set up a financial legacy for your family because we have qualified advisors to help you to do that in safe, virtually risk-free type investments that do leave a legacy for your family so that your name can go on and people can go, wow, thank you, Dad. Thank you, Granddad. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Grandmom, what you did for us. And I've done it for my family, and it's a wonderful feeling. So again, you have 4 types of income. Job income, right? Work now, get paid. Work now, get paid. If you get sick, maybe you have some sick days. If you stop working, the money stops. That's a scary prospect. You need to have at least 6 months of living expenses in the bank right now. Do you? If you don't, we got to get you there first because that's bottom level. You've got to get up. If you don't have 6 months of living, and I've been there, believe me, if you don't have 6 months of living in your bank right now, you've got to get there. And we're going to help you to do that if you will listen and work and do what we say. Okay, the second income is the residual income. Working now, getting paid month after month after month. Incredible. That's the best. That's the best feeling. I have residual income from years ago. Work I did years ago that I still get paid on. Incredible, right? Okay, number 3, duplication income. Getting paid on the efforts of other people that you help. That's a wonderful thing too, because nobody can do it by themselves. Everybody has a team. A team, they say teamwork makes the dream work because it's real, okay? And 4th is investment income, making your money work for you. Now, how many of those types of income do you have right now? If you don't have all 4, do you want them? I know I did. And that's what our system is designed to help you create in your life. You've got it now. It's in your brain. You know you need those 4 incomes, right? We're going to help you get there. Let's go. We'll see you on the next video.
Excellent. Okay, so that was the CEO. Now let's look at a video of some regular people like you and I who are out there making money with just this first piece of the business.
And Hawkins here, Passive Income Guru. Listen, this system has been absolutely amazing. I've been able to earn over $1,300 within my first 7 days.
Hey, Kirsty Snyder here. I live in Colorado Springs. I'm a mom of 3 kids. To be able to save hundreds of dollars per month with SHG and generate $3,200 my first 10 days, I could not be more thrilled about what this opportunity has.
Hi, this is Lance Sumner out in Springfield, Virginia, and I've been using this awesome system and funnel that has already created 5 sales just within 2 weeks, and that is amazing.
Hey, it's Catherine here from San Antonio, Texas, and with this system, I've been able to save hundreds of dollars on my monthly bills while being a single stay-at-home mom. Not only that, but I also am creating residual income every single month.
Hey, Jeff here from Las Vegas, Nevada. I just had to mention that not only was I able to rise up through the ranks quickly and start seeing my commissions, but thanks to their simple site, I'm able to plug in my members quickly, and they're already starting to receive results also.
Hey, Tim here in Raleigh, North Carolina. I could not be more excited. In my first week, achieved hundreds in monthly recurring income utilizing this system.
Hey, Daniel here from Haverhill, Massachusetts. In 30 days, $2,500 in residual income every month. And
so, disclaimer, there is no guarantee of income, savings. All results will differ depending on your effort and depending on your persistence and your efficiency. So 20% monthly residual. When you refer a new member, you earn a 50% fast start as reviewed. Then you earn a 20% monthly personal referral bonus every month they're active, starting in month 2. And this is where it gets really good, is the Millionaire Matrix. Your group, when you introduce members, they'll receive a position in your 3x12 matrix or group. The matrix pays you monthly starting in month 2 to create residual income. So in addition to your 20% monthly personal referral bonus, you can also receive 5% matrix bonus on all recurring membership sales in your entire organization. This is the residual repeat royalty income that most of us are looking for. This can add up to hundreds or thousands monthly. Just being a consultant, enrolling just 2 people, not 2 a month, not 2 a week, just 2, you become a consultant. So let's say, you're at the gold level. You enroll 2 people at gold, okay? So they come in at $20. You made your 10 on each one of them, but then you have the residual, 20%. So that'd be $4, 20% of the 20. So that's $4 times 2. That's $8. And then let's say all of these people were brought in by others, okay? So then you'd have $1 for each gold member in your organization. 2 become 4, 4 become 8, become 16. And you could max out just by enrolling 2 people at $2,054 a month. That is the potential. That represents a $24,648 pay raise. But what if they went platinum? You'd have $40. So 20% of the 100 is $20 each. Plus you get $5 per member. So 10 become 20, right? So you have 2 members, 2 members, 2 members. So 2 become 4. So $10, $20, $40, $80. And that is the geometric progression of numbers. So that's a potential $10,000 a month. That's over $120,000 a year potential. And it gets better. As a manager, when you enroll 3 people, just 3, you expand your matrix. You expand the capacity from 2 by 10 to 3 by 10. Now you can be 3 wide and 10 deep. So now your monthly potential is $88,000 a month for gold, and platinum $442,000 a month. That's a yearly income potential of over $1 million at the gold level, and platinum at over $5 million a year. Could you imagine that? How about if you had 10% of that, an extra 500,000? How about just 1%? That's an extra $50,000 a year. Two more. At the director level, you've now enrolled 5 people total, and that qualifies you as a director, as you are paid up to 11 referral levels. So you have 3 by 11, right? So 3 becomes 9, becomes 27, and now you have a total potential of 265,000 a month at gold, and at platinum 1.3 million a month, and that's almost $16 million a year. Now, these numbers may sound like off the wall incredible. It's just math. I gave you the disclaimer. All results will differ, right? Some people will come in gold, some will come in platinum, some people will enroll no one. So it's totally up to you. Lastly, at the executive level, when you enroll 10 people, 10, not 10 people a day, not 10 people a week, 10 total. You could do that over the course of the next 30 days, 60 days, a year. But as long as you have 10 active, you qualify for the full 3 by 12 matrix, and the magic happens. You're planting seeds. People are sharing with others, right? So the network it's a lot of people doing a little bit, right? So everyone just, 2 or 3 or 4 people. Sometimes you'll have a superstar, and maybe you're a superstar, and maybe you're the one that'll bring in 10, 20, 50, 100, 200 people in. That's great. But most people are going to bring in 2 or 3 or 5 or 10. But here you are at executive, and here's the potential. $9.5 million a year at gold and 47 million plus at platinum. The big money is available at Savings Highway Global. So whether you want to make a little extra money, give yourself a pay raise, or if you want to make, some nice income, maybe replace your income, or have a secondary income, get out of debt, start saving for your future, or you just want to go big time and have a 6-7 figure income. It's all available here. It's all possible.
So you join Savings Highway. Now, what's cool about that is regardless of whether you get in at the $20 level or the $100 level, it has a 7-day money-back guarantee. So that way you can join without pressure. We don't want to pressure anyone into a business situation. You want to do it with knowledge. You want to know the risks and the rewards, and then you want to get in with the ability to back out if you think you're over your head. Then you're going to begin your training. That is also web-based. Soon after you join Savings Highway, you're going to get an email from your enroller or the person who referred you to the business. It's going to have a step-by-step set of instructions so that way you can begin your training. So don't go jumping up and down telling everybody you started a business until you complete your training. You want to operate your business from a stance of calm, confident knowledge. The reason why you are probably watching this video is because you have received an email that looks similar to this. And this email is going to walk us through each of these steps pretty quickly, but that way at least you get kind of a lay of the land as far as how the training system is going to kick off for you, okay? So the first thing we're going to go to is our sign up page. If you already have an account, click login. Now, once you log in, you're going to see your course curriculum. Now, the course is set up so that we have to complete each step before we move on to the next. So don't try coming down here and starting this if you haven't completed these ones here. It'll just kick you in the buttissimo and tell you to go back. So we want to start at the very beginning. Every time there's a video, you're going to want to make sure that that video is played to the very end. At a certain point in your training, you're going to see the link to join the automation hub. That's going to take care of your sorting, your prospecting, your follow-ups, and that sort of thing. And then later on after that, in the training, you're going to see where, if you choose to, you can join the traffic and the lead hub. So by the time you get to step 4, this is where you start seeing that total investment work itself out to about the 275. Maybe less for some of you, but I can shoot for that high number. Now let me show you a video real quick. The traffic hub is actually something that, like I said earlier, it pays us a commission, but if you just joined that, you can make a 5-figure monthly income as well. So let's look at some of the people that are already making money with this.
Within my first 24 hours of joining, I made a $500 commission, and since then, I've been averaging about $3,000 or $4,000 each and every week in commissions. This system is awesome. It's easy to use. It's extremely powerful, and I'm just here to say that I'm so happy that I'm a part of this.
I've made over $9,500 in commissions, and I'm so happy I'll be able to take my grandkids on vacation. Thank you so much.
Just got started, just over a week now, made over $11,000, to be exact $11,743 in the first week, which is simply amazing.
Pretty awesome, right? And if they can do it, then you can too. They all started in the exact same place you are right now. They watched a video just like this one, and weeks later they're making thousands of dollars, faster and easier than they ever dreamed possible.
All right, coming back to the roadmap, I wanted to bring these things up because I want to remind everybody that you don't need to be stressed or pressured when it comes to joining this system. You have a 7-day money-back guarantee with Savings Highway. With any automation or technology system that we use, we're going to go with a company that allows us to start for free or have that trial period. So that way you can join, you can see how the system works, and if you think you're uncomfortable with it, you can back out. Okay? Same thing with the Lead and Traffic Hub. They offer a 30-day money-back guarantee for that first round when somebody joins up. So if you decide you don't like it, they'll get you your money back. So when you look at all these 3 companies that we're using to create this super system that we have, they're confident enough in what they do to allow us the opportunity to back out. And that's important to me. We don't have one of those businesses where we're going to pressure people by saying, if you join tonight and only tonight, we're going to offer you this. We're going to allow you a higher commission rate. We're going to provide so many leads that probably won't work anyhow. And give you this bonus, but only tonight. If you do it within the next 45 minutes, we'll give you so many leads. Why would you want to bring someone into a business under that kind of pressure? I want you to come into this with an intellectual understanding of how it works, let you see that real people are already making money with it, and then if it's a good fit for you, move forward, complete the training, complete the steps, your daily tasks, and you'll be good to go. Now sit back, I kind of alluded to this earlier, but sit back for a moment and think about this. Somehow you found your way on this webinar. Whether you saw someone's social media post and responded to that, or if you saw a video on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, and you responded to that. Everything has happened on complete autopilot. And anyone you bring into the business will have the exact same information and experience. Let's look at our daily tasks. After we complete training, what do we have to do? You're going to laugh because it's pretty simple. Well, every morning I get up, I sit down by my computer and I double click this folder right here that says 7-day social posting. And it already has 7 folders in there, Monday through Sunday. You are going to have this exact same setup after you complete your training, because we're going to show you not only how to do this, but we're going to give you the files that go inside those folders. You can see the focus of each day, and let's just double click on Monday here. You're going to see that you might have one video, but in 3 different shapes: a square, a tall one for stories, and a wide one for Facebook, Twitter, maybe LinkedIn. Okay, you're going to have all those, and then you just double click on your Word document. Now we could scroll down. I think there's 12 different social media platforms on this, but all you have to do is upload your video or picture, come over here, copy whatever your text is for the day, and you're going to have your link when you complete the training, and your hashtags will also be taken care of. But you copy and paste, and then you hit submit. So let's say I scroll down here and I had 12 of these social media platforms. I have all day to do it. There's no rush. I'm just starting to build up my social media presence and let people know, hey, if you happen to know someone that's interested in a business opportunity, please share my link with them. I've already invested. I love what we're doing. Done. Now, when you open this up, you're going to see that there are some things that need to be completed. During your training, you're going to find out what your link is from the company. or from any capture pages that we help you with, and you're going to put that in there. Then you're going to add some hashtags, and then you're going to save the document. So that way next Monday, you just come over here, you copy paste, upload the video or the picture, and you're good to go with your Facebook. Then you scroll down to YouTube. Same thing. It doesn't matter if it takes you all day. There's no rush. It's the consistency that's going to matter. You're starting off nice and slow, picking up steam as you go along. Then after we do that, we might check the status on any ads we've placed. Did we place an ad on Craigslist maybe, or was it our traffic and lead hub that we're working? We're going to go check the status of our ads and campaigns. Also, if you already have a member or two beneath you, you want to check in with your personal recruits and ask if they need anything. It's really no more difficult than that. So as you see, it truly is copy and paste. During the training, you're going to have your folders set up. You wake up in the morning, you find out what day it is, you open it up, copy, paste, and you are good to go. What you are doing with that, let's say you went 30, 60, 90 days and you hadn't made a dime yet, okay? What you will have is digital assets. I call it cloud-based real estate, okay? All of these social media accounts, the ones that you've decided to build up, are going to have those daily posts. So you're going to look like a consistent, disciplined individual who believes in the business. You'll be building your email list, because when you put these things up, those strangers we talked about, every once in a while, someone's going to say, hey, tell me more about that. And they're going to want to do that. Your warm market, they're going to see that you've been in business now for a few months, you're consistent, you're not bugging people, and that message is slowly going to seep into their subconscious. And maybe one of them will join your business. Like I said at the beginning, most of the people I work with in my networking business were complete strangers. But it sure is nice when a friend or family member raises their hand and says, hey, I think I'd like to work with you on this as well. And again, to kind of piggyback some things I said earlier, when you have this is the gold. The main business, whatever that is for you, this could go out of business, but I'm still getting paid by these two. We might have to switch an automation hub. So maybe they go out of business. Top and the bottom one are still paying us. And the same goes for this guy here. That is the power of getting your commissions from 3 separate companies, but using them in a synergistic manner so that way it helps your business run almost on autopilot. So it's not hard to figure out that the money coming in your account can add up pretty darn quickly. So now you know how the system works. Again, our goal was to create a stable income, to do it online, to make sure it was something that worked no matter where we were in the world during a pandemic, lockdown situation, or if we ever become sick or disabled and maybe we're homebound. And this system will allow you to do it. So are you ready to get started? Man, I sure hope so. And the cool thing is remember, you don't have to join tonight. There's no pressure. There's no bonuses. There's no upsells. No empty threats that if you don't do this within the next 48 hours, you're not going to get this. I don't want that. I want people that look at this with a clear mind. They see that it makes sense. They see that it's something they could do with integrity. And when they think back to those other people that they saw in some of our income testimonials, they're like, you know what? I can do this too. So ask the person who shared this webinar with you for their Savings Highway sign up link. Or if they place their link somewhere around this video, click on it and begin your new online business. I promise you, you will be glad you did. This is where the huge commissions could be coming your way. When I was starting off with this a while ago, I just asked myself one simple question. Am I willing to trade $20 to $250 a month in an hour a day for a short while? Am I willing to trade that so that I could build a proven online business with 5-figure monthly potential? Once I saw that the business was an A+ rated Better Business Bureau, when I saw the 2 CEOs of that being Savings Highway Global and then our Traffic Hub, their sincere goal was to create debt-free households, and then above that, to create as many millionaires from working class people. I love that. So obviously my answer is yes. So don't leave money on the table. I hope you get started today, and I will see you in the training area.
Brian Allen is a veteran of the United States Army, a former bodyguard, and published author. He began his online business endeavors to help pay for his family's overwhelming medical bills. He worked full-time and spent his off hours learning this craft. After many failures, he finally figured things out. Here are some video grabs from just some of his financial accounts. For many years, he's been creating income on various platforms, from PayPal businesses to teachable courses to recurring income and royalties on Amazon. He's done this all while maintaining an A+ rating on the Better Business Bureau with no consumer complaints for many years. For anyone wanting to learn how to earn income online, Brian is a phenomenal mentor and resource.